What's going on?
Your thrust nearly created a nuclear shift.
What's wrong?
Someone's happy. We'll let you know in a second. Keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
Really? Can I feel a bit awkward?
Bull Street FC versus Freestylers FC in the semi-final of the FanLeague Cup, and we are here to do a live reaction show to that game. If you don't know what the score of that game is, you may know the result from this guy's face, but we're about to tell you. We're going to show you clips of that in a second. With us today, we've got Aram, A-star for Bants, also a left back in the semi-final. What's the A-star? Go on, do it for me. What is it? A-star squad?
A-star squad.
You need to get one of those, Flav.
Right.
We need to Bull Street.
I feel like, I don't know, it wouldn't work well.
No, maybe not. Aram was our left back in the game, and yes, we're going to show you match highlights of that in a second. If you haven't watched the full highlights, they are on the Bull Street channel right now as well. But what this show is for is to show you all the unseen bits. We're going to dive deeper into the big talking points of the game, and using the dugout cam and the clip mics, which was on Flav for this game, we can show you some funny bits from the game and just basically dissect it. This is the FanLeague Cup. The FanLeague Cup is sponsored by FanLeague, obviously. They've got a app, a predictor game. It's like the pools that's coming out very, very soon. And today, this live reaction show and the other show is the last chance where you can sign up to FanLeague and subscribe to Bull Street to be in with a chance of the giveaway of the 2 tickets of your choice for an English football game of your choice, which we'll be revealing on the final. The final, wonder who's in that? Who's in the final?
Don't know.
You're about to find out. On Thursday at 5 PM, Creators FC are in the final. Someone else is in the final. Let's not muck about. Let's get to the match highlights, where you will find out who has made it to play against Creators FC. So who will take on Creators FC in the final of the FanLeague Cup? It's going to be Freestylers FC or Bull Street FC. We are about to find out. And it's Bull Street who kick off the game in the best fashion possible with a goal. Reno, number 26, centre-back for Bull Street, completely unmarked from the first corner of the game. The goalkeeper is not happy with that, and rightly so. What was going on? Sneaks in at the back post. It's a great volley, great technique, and a great start for Bull Street, 1-0 to them. Bull Street looked to get that second goal with a chance from Morgan. It's a great strike, tipped over the bar by the goalkeeper. That was swerving all over the place. Nearly 2-0 for Bull Street. Let's have another look. Gets it up and down. Goalkeeper does very well as he sees it late. Into the second half, and it's still 1-0 to Bull Street. The goalkeeper's come. He hasn't got it though. Morgan taps it in. I've seen him give him. Was that a goal? Was that a foul? Morgan, to be fair to him, doesn't take his eye off the ball at any point. The goalkeeper down in a heap of shame, as he probably should be able to come and get that. He does get to use his hands in this game because he's a goalkeeper, but Morgan taps it in, and it's 2-0 to Bull Street. So it's 2-0, and Freestylers need to do something quick here. Little flick, Dan Cutting tries to run through, and Khaled comes and collects it. But it's a penalty! Khaled cannot believe the decision. The Bull Street goalkeeper, he's fuming. Was it a penalty? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know in the comments below. Freestylers step up, and it's passed into the bottom left-hand corner. Cool as you like from Freestylers, as you would expect. They are Freestylers. Making it 2-1. 29 minutes gone, and it's a corner for Bull Street. Not dealt with by Freestylers. Morgan with the shot. Goalkeeper saves it. Romario in the 6-yard box. Can't get away. His shot misses the ball completely. He'll be devastated with that. So close to getting a third goal and putting this game to bed for Bull Street. But Freestylers get it away by number 8. In the final seconds of the game now, and the referee says no more. Bull Street are heading into the final of the FanLeague Cup. They will take on Creators FC. There's Flav, happy as you like, pretending to console the Freestylers players. But he doesn't care, because Bull Street are in the final of the FanLeague Cup. Come on!
Yeah, the Bull Street!
Come on, the Bull Street!
Mate.
Unbelievable scenes.
To knock out Palmers, like, is one thing. To knock out Freestylers FC in the second round, it's a fix, isn't it?
Well, there have been some comments, people thinking that we're paying refs and that we're like cheating or something. And like, we'll show you some clips where it kind of shows that, well, for a start, the penalty, which we'll get onto the penalty in good time.
But I don't even want to
So, Aaron, you were one of the trialists that made it through, okay?
Yes, I was.
And this is the other thing. So, with us getting players in, other people got players in as well.
Yeah. So there was
Arsenal got a whole team in.
There's been a lot of commotion around trialists and the impact that they had on Ball Street. Aaron was one of them. They did have a big impact. They did make us twice as good as we probably would have been. But everybody was in on the Ball Street. Everyone was in on the trialist thing. Every single one had trialists. Full-time Devils, they were digging us out as well. They also had players in, ringers if you like. Ours weren't ringers. We had trials. They come along. It just so happened that we had 5 absolute top trialists.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
What do you? I mean, as someone outside of it who's now part of the Ball Street family. And this is the other thing, we offered it to you guys. That was the whole point of this whole thing, is that we wanted to create a team that involved you guys. So all you had to do was subscribe and sign up to FanLeague, and you could be part of it. You could have been at the trials.
Yeah.
So
we wanted to extend the family. That's all we were doing.
So Aaron is a subscriber because he subscribed to it and wanted to get involved.
Exactly.
So yeah, what do you think?
Coming from a subscriber's point of view, there wasn't no fancy, send a video in, clip in. It was literally just subscribe, tell you that you want to be involved. Turn up to the trial, and we got involved and we got in. So it's funny that people are talking about us as trialists when you have people like Arsenal Fan TV who had all these trialists in, made a big commotion, got knocked out first round, which I don't feel has got enough coverage yet. First round, and we're here doing bits. I think I'm not surprised personally. I'm personally not surprised.
I think, look, let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. We won the lottery. In the trials, guys turned up. I was there. We were like, look, Will's one of our working spirits. He's come in. We got in touch with him afterwards, and he's come down. Will was at the trials. Will was a subscriber who watches our channel, has got involved. And Will, shout out. Were you surprised by the standard of the trials?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will is a decent player. Didn't get in.
Where did you play, Will?
He's left back.
Left back, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awkward.
This is the thing, is it wasn't even like you're an attacking player.
I'm not even a left back.
Yeah, but it was just that you had Tammy and Romario on the wings. It was difficult to fit in them. Obviously you answered the call at left back. But let's get on with the game, though. What I mean.
Yeah. So that match highlights there, you saw it there. It was a scrappy affair. First thing, actually, I want to see. So in the comments, let us know your thoughts on this. Let us know your thoughts on the final. So. I want a little vote. Let's see, who do you think can win the final? Who are your favourites to win the final? Give us a C if it's Creators FC. Give us a B if it's Ball Street, and we'll see who are the favourites going into it. As I said before, it's the last chance for that competition. Subscribe to Ball Street, sign up to the FanLeague Cup, and there are 2 tickets up for grabs we're going to give away on the final. So check that out as well. One thing we've got coming up as well, as I said, it was a scrappy game. So there's a competition, a little bit fun, a foul competition. So we're going to show you how many fouls were in this game, and you guys have got to just try and predict how many fouls, and we'll show you them. Another thing we want to find out from you guys in the comments is about Matt. Matt's our owner. If you haven't checked out Won the Long Ball Street, it's a podcast with Flav and Matt that they do each week. And they talk about football and business and everything. And also Matt's got his own channel called Matt World. But Matt got involved, didn't he, on the day?
He was always going to be. I mean, ultimately he's the chairman or owner of the football club.
Absolutely.
So he's always going to have an opinion. And I took his opinions on board in that he just said what he wanted to say. Yeah. And I just stood back and said it's fine. And to be fair, he had a lot more input than I had. I mean, listen, I sat back, I saw the quality on the pitch. I ain't going to come and disrupt the genius that was happening in our 11-a-side team.
I personally wouldn't say sat back. I could hear you from the side.
Well, we've got unseen clips of Flav getting very excited.
Very excited.
But Matt, getting back to Matt, he did have a moment of realising something. So this is the question for you guys. I'm going to show you this clip. What does Matt realise in this clip? Here you go.
Hey, behind the ball, midfield. Don't worry about it. Get behind the ball. Organise. Come on. Oh. Don't worry about it.
Let's check out each goal and have a talk about it then, because I'd say it was a tight game, wasn't it? It was a scrappy one. That really pitch tough. Is a lot harder than the other one to play football on. Yeah. I unfortunately wasn't there to enjoy the surface. But your feet were in bits, weren't they?
Yeah. Skin ripped off, everything.
It was grim because I went over because I was like, "Where's Aaron?" And like, it's like, "Oh, he's injured." And I was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I swear he looked fine." And he went into the ambulance and he just got his foot up, and this woman was tending to it, essentially slicing what was a part of a huge blister off his big toe. And I was like,
it wasn't pretty.
are you coming back? Are you going to play? It's quite important that you do. Yeah. And he was like, "Don't even ask me that question."
Yeah. 100% I play. 100%.
I make it back. I can say this now. I make it back for the final. I get back from hospital. I do remember someone going saying that you've got a bad foot. And in my head, I was going like, I don't care. I want you to play and I want you to run loads. Do it. Let's talk about the first goal. So, boys, in terms of a good start, that was a cracking start.
Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Talk us through the goal.
Yeah, 2 minutes in. Tammin crossed it. I don't know whether he picked him out, to be honest, because it went past a lot of players. But if he did, it was an absolutely superb cross. Reno at back post, and for a centre back, he can play football. But for a centre back to meet the volley with the technique that he did, he was left really with all the space in the world, and to go 1-0 up in that game, what I was properly nervous about. I thought, Palmer's, we beat them, we showed what we can do. There's a new pitch. DC Freestylers FC or Freestylers FC are a great team. It was almost as hard as Palmer's. It was a more difficult game in my opinion. It was just like we had to be more aggressive and a little bit more just to disrupt play. And they were doing the same thing, because every time Romario, Tammin got on the ball and yourself got on the ball, they chopped us down. And you'll see in the segment about fouls in a bit, it was crazy. It was really hard to get the ball moving, and it wasn't an exciting game, but
it's a weird thing, isn't it? Like Sunday League football, like you just play another team and they turn up, right? Yeah. But this, you know they've got skills. Yeah. You know they're decent footballers, all of them. Did that play in your mind a little bit?
Well, yeah, but I kind of use it to my advantage, because I thought to myself, I know a lot of freestylers, they like to hog the ball. So they're gonna want a lot of time. So you just close them down, and which was a tactic that we used, actually going into the game, just not giving them time. And they hated it. Every single time they got the ball, they tried the trick. It never came off. You could see the frustration building.
You was up against Dan Cutting, and that you can see from the highlights, and go and watch the other video on his channel as well, and a video on ours, because he stands out in both clips. He is a fantastic footballer, and you ended up marking him because he was playing on that right hand side of the front three. And I don't know, how was it playing against him, because he's strong as well as...
He is huge. He is huge. I remember winning a couple of headers and wondering how that happened. But I kind of tried to stand off him and let him try and beat me for pace, which was never going to happen. But he's a big guy. Very skillful for a big guy.
And such a good start to get that goal early, because you've got that advantage. And to be honest, when you've got a team, if you're playing a team like that, if you go 1-0 down and you've got to push men forward, then you're probably playing into their hands a little bit in terms of leaving gaps in behind. The second goal, let me know in the comments. We're going to show you the clip now. We're going to talk over it. The second goal was controversial. A lot of fouls, as we've said a few times now, in a scrappy game, and this was another free kick. Tammin taking it, a deep free kick, looping it into the box. Is this one a foul for you? If you're putting bias aside, look at it from, if you're the referee there, is that a foul on the goalkeeper?
No.
No, why?
Simply because you can tell our players all eyes are on the ball, you're looking at it, it's a 50-50, they both jumped, the keeper hasn't held on to it. So at that point, you're going to play to the whistle and try and kick it in.
The thing is, it's up for the referee to see whether or not Morgan has looked at the keeper. If he's looked at him and jumped into him, then the rules state that it would be a foul. But the fact is, he had his eye on the ball the entire time. He's entitled to contest for it. The keeper has the advantage by being able to use his arms and hands. And he was naturally taller than Morgan anyway. So the fact that Morgan was strong enough, and he's a young lad, to and I love him. If the keeper drops it, and as we saw Morgan took advantage of it, then it's 2-0. If the referee had blown up, I wouldn't have complained though as well. So
true.
It's one of that. It's that cliche seen them given. I'd be interested to know anyone in the comments who thinks it was a foul. So initially we've got a few here. Where are they? So Joseph Moore, it's a 50-50 ball, no foul. LFC legend unlucky. Lucas says second goal was a great, typical Flaval Hodgson team.
Right.
You know what? Says no foul. Brainy Graph says no contact at all.
No, well, there was contact.
You know what? I don't know if you. I think you've got this one wrong, mate. Give Payjack this team and they will be invisible.
Invisible? Agreed. Absolutely agreed. I mean, is this time to deal with that?
Yeah, probably not. No foul says Mujib Ahmed. Mujib Ahmed has said we've been paying the refs. So Mujib, look, mate, no. I mean, the company had to get them to turn up on the day.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Technically, we have.
But it's don't say that. Well. But it's honestly, as we've said, it's just not true. Actually, here's a way we can kind of showcase that. So we'll show you the penalty decision that got Freestylers back into the game. But before that, what you won't know from our highlights edit, but we've put it in this show now, is that our goalkeeper, our sub-goalkeeper, Khaled, gets sent off by the referee. He's a wee bit busy on this occasion. Are we showing the picture? Can we show the picture first? So here's the picture. So you're about to see a clip. So keep your eye on this guy. He's our sub-goalkeeper who played in the he was able to play in the second half, but he got sent off for going on the pitch. Check this out.
Leave the fence. Khalid, just go back. Leave the fence. Okay. Leave the fence. You want to run on the pitch? You leave. Leave.
So yeah, what you couldn't quite see from that video is Khaled was protesting a lot. He ran on the pitch to celebrate, as we did in the first game, and I think it was a fallout of that. And then in the second, we sort of stayed because we didn't want to get told off. And Khaled went on, and
he just went on his own.
Yeah, he went on his own. Yeah, he was celebrating. He lost in the moment. He loved Bull Street, but he said, "All right, get by the fence." And I thought the ref was going, just go and stand by the fence, but no, the ref wanted him out. And I was thinking, I wanted to bring him on in the second half. I wonder if the ref will notice. And we brought him on, and it was all golden. So yeah.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
Got away with that. But yeah, look, so the ref was kind of looking at it both ways. And yeah, here's the next bit. So if we're playing the ref, how's he giving this as a penalty? Another one, yes or no, Y or N, let me know in the comments. Was this a penalty or not? The man himself, Dan Cutting, has said that it wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, he said it.
And you were there at the time,
yeah.
Obviously. What was it like?
So,
it's down your left side, wasn't it?
Exactly. So we were both chasing the ball, and I saw Khaled coming out for it, and he stopped it, and then he jumped over him just to try and and he got up straight away after referee blew, and he said, "That's never a foul." And he said that to me. I was like, "Mate, do you fancy coming and talking to the referee?" And I was telling the ref, and he was telling me to go away, but I was like, "Look, the player's telling you it's not." He jumped over him. It was never. Yeah. It was just because at that point it was quite tense.
Well, we just scored.
Yeah.
And it was literally the ball was kicked off, played forward. It went through. Khaled did everything he needed to do as a goalkeeper. It wasn't a penalty. There's no issue. The only thing I could say in the referee's defence is the way Khaled collected the ball. He sort of twisted himself around rather than coming to the ball as keepers usually would. He kind of waited for it, and so there might have been something in that, but it was madness in my opinion. And has anyone said yes?
No, not yet. So never a penno, says James. Joe Cuthbert, not even close, no pen. On the other one, I did just see George the Beast. Where is he? Can't find him now. George the Beast said it was a shove on the ref for the second goal for us.
Shove on
the ref?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Shove on the goalkeeper. Sorry.
A shove on the goalkeeper?
Shove on the goalkeeper for the second one. So there is one person who thinks it was. Ferguson got a foul on the keeper for the second goal from us.
All right. I mean, it's
everyone's allowed their opinion. That's the whole point of this show.
You're allowed your opinion, but you're wrong. The ones that said it is a penalty.
Basically.
Yeah. But do you know what? If it was down the other end and we got a dodgy penalty like that, you take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it.
So if that's the other way around and Dan's going to you, well, come on then.
100.
No, of course. That goes without saying.
Yeah. With that second goal, something I haven't told you guys actually, unseen moment. There was another injury. Of course, I got injured in the first game. We've had bad luck with injuries. In the Creators FC game, Adam from Birds and That, he got injured. He did his knee.
He did his ACL. He hasn't played football since that game. And that was
the first ever game against #United. their player, Ryan Adams, he got injured as well. And on this occasion, it's happened again. Paul Machin, in the celebrations for the goal, got lockjaw. Check this out.
Don't want to see
Nasty.
That. Do not want to see that.
That's a nasty one. That's
difficult to watch. Difficult to watch.
If you're new to this live stream, just turned up, we've got a clip. We want to know. I haven't had many comments on it. On Matt, the owner of Bull Street, and what did he realise?
I don't know. Because when we played the clip, to Matt, he was like, I have no idea. Yeah. Someone must have said, "All right, we're sorted," or something like that. I don't know. It was a.
So I want to show it one more time so people just turned up to the live stream. So let us know, what did Matt realise at this moment?
Oh, come on! Hey, behind the ball, midfield! Don't worry about it, get behind the ball, organise, come on! Oh. Don't worry about it.
You know what in the comments says, are any of the trialists professionals?
No.
No.
No, not all. Although I think, to be fair, all of them could compete at a semi-decent level.
But they're decent players.
Yeah, semi-pros. I reckon you could probably all make it semi-pros.
But 8 years ago I played semi-pro, but it doesn't.
Yeah, well, you're a cracking little player.
I know, thank you. But I don't think it's not the be-all and end-all for a player, being in your team. Will, yes, you've got a comment. Go on.
John Wetton
from Freestylers. Yeah.
He said it's a foul on the goalkeeper, 100% for Morgan's goal, but never ever a penalty. And he thought the ref gave the penalty just to make up for some bad decisions.
I did that cross my mind. That absolutely crossed my mind, and I can appreciate it. I don't agree with the foul on the goalkeeper, but if it had been given, I wouldn't have gone mental, as I said. I think there may be something in what you're talking about with the ref. Yeah, for sure.
Let's see the second goal again, Craig. We'll show the ULA of it. And John, so John, thank you for getting in touch, mate. First of all, and for me, it's the second angle on that video where you see it from quite close to the goalkeeper, and the point is that the goalkeeper is allowed to use his hands. That is a massive advantage.
Exactly.
And you've got Morgan there who doesn't take his eye off the ball. So if Morgan goes like that,
he hasn't. He sort of jumped upwards rather than into. I don't know.
And I'm not sure the word. I know we're nitpicking, but we kind of got to because it's that kind of goal. But a shove is that or that. I don't think it's either of those, in my opinion.
No, agreed. But I'd imagine, like we say, look, it can be given. It did even it up. So
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's let the foul competition. So we have got. Will's saying that we've got someone who's got it bang on. You've got this. Well, the video itself to predict. Obviously, don't do it too late because you're giving it away, and we'll be able to spot it in the comments. But get your how many fouls do you think happened in this game?
It was a lot.
It was a lot. That's for sure. There's one of you that is a winner. We'll give you a round of applause because we haven't got a prize for you. But predict now. Here is FanLeague Aggro.
Orgullo es ser guerrerense, lo digo de corazón. Yo soy de tierra caliente. Viva mi linda región, disfrutando de placer. Eres cuando yo salgo a pasear. Ay, qué bonitas mujeres. Tiene Guerrero en verdad. Bellezas muy naturales que se ven por donde quiera. Bonito es el río Balsas con sus barcos de madera. Así es mi tierra caliente, yo vivo de su recuerdo.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Que vivan sus tradiciones y festejos de mi pueblo. Así es mi tierra caliente, yo vivo de su...
All right.
recuerdos, que vivan sus tradiciones y festejos de mi pueblo.
So the winning amount was 20. There were 20 fouls, which is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fouls. So we asked you to guess. TTTSB 2017. Well done. You put it in again, but you put it in right at the start. Will spotted that. We were able to say that before we threw it. So again, no cheating going on. I'm becoming a bit paranoid myself. So yeah, a lot of fouls. Why were there so many fouls in that game, Vic?
Because they were frustrated. We were taking the ball off of them all the time.
But we did.
They couldn't try their tricks. Yeah,
But
they actually probably gave away more fouls.
We've got Daisy in midfield, and we're always going to give away fouls. He's tenacious and that. He's, he's there. He's a disruptor as well. And let's not say that's not all he's about. He's good at the game. He might be a little bit dirty, but he's also a great footballer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Great footballer, great captain, but you need a leader on the side of the pitch, a great manager, someone who can maybe step into the shoes of a previously great manager and deal with that pressure, deal with it with the grace and humility of just a class act.
Talking about me.
We're talking about Flav.
Yeah.
Flavicino. What's it? Maurizio Flavitino.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're naming him.
That's got a ring to it.
Despite all of this, in the comments, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on you name it.
No one's come to Snapchat.
Vine. Flav out everywhere.
No.
Why? Let me know in the comments. Why are you still Flav out? 2 games, 2 victories. That's the same as Paycheck. Let's start again. Let's balance this out.
Look.
You're a Bull Street subscriber, and if you're not, then please do subscribe. And once you do subscribe, you become part of the Bull Street army.
Well,
yeah?
Do you know what I think it is?
Huh?
I think they're Arsenal fans. That's what it is.
probably that, as well as the fact that Payjack is hyper popular. Yeah, I'm always going to be struggling up against him. But popular doesn't mean good. Ron Atkinson was popular once. Then look what happened. Turned out to be a racist. I'm not saying Payjack's a racist.
Will's got a comment.
Fergus O'Connor says, is Flav a great manager, or has he walked into a great team?
Look, these things they're symbiotic. Yeah, the great manager works with great players. Yeah. When do you ever see Pep Guardiola going, let me forget Man City, forget all the money they've got, I'll go and manage West Brom, shall I? Let me really prove my mettle. No, he ain't going to do that, because why should he? You don't want to go and work with the sloggers of West Brom and live up there in the Black Country. Why would he want to go and do that? What I've got is the creme de la creme. Yeah, I've got Aram coming in at left back, who's not even a left back.
Brought in your own men.
Destroys. I've brought in my own men. I weren't even at the trial. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Still brought them in. You've got a team behind me. Payjack didn't have a team. He's a one-man army, and he's because he can't work with him. His ego's insane. He's out of his mind.
Yeah.
I've got the same record as Payjack, 2 for 2, and I arguably
competitive games.
I played in competitive games against Palmers FC and Freestylers FC. Probably the 2 behind the hashtag 2 best teams in. Equidistant. That's equal to.
Right. So yeah, look, tough games. We get that. But I mean, saying that, I guess the other side of it, who are we playing in the final? Creators FC, who Payjack beat twice as gaffer and played as well.
Well, we'll see.
So it's difficult. But we go into the final. Tell you what, Flavs. I tell you what, Bull Street subscribers, who we appreciate you and we're happy that you're around and you enjoy the videos, but you are also Chris Payjack fans, and I understand you're allowed your opinion. But if Flav goes on to win the final, guys, bit of respect, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a final word on this. Was you pleased with my abilities on the day as manager?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Well, go on, give us a bit more than that, Aaron. How would you explain his management style?
I mean, it wasn't very tactical, was it?
Yeah, well, there was times when I was on the side of the pitch, so you probably didn't hear all the tactics and that.
I think the main thing to look at was the passion, which should come across in the videos, and it came across on the day because you can hear him the whole time, like scream like the #1 fan. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you want. You want a manager who.
He's a fanager.
Exactly. That's the one. That's
great.
Fanager.
Manager, exactly.
Wow.
The 12th man on the pitch. That's what it is, the 12th man.
Yeah. No, and that leads me as a nice little link into I think it could well possibly be our final clip. Actually, we've got 2 final clips.
Don't tell them that, because they might go.
Well, no, we've got 2 clips.
Right.
So stick around for the 2 clips.
Yeah, 2 clips.
Both involving Flav, both involving Flav's management. First of all, Flav is all heart, all passion, and he did get a little bit overexcited. And there's a good side to that, and you're about to see that now. Check it out.
Fucking Morgan, class, mate. Go! cross, son! That's it, I'm in! Oh! Oh, Jesus Christ! Come on! Give him some protection. Oh, that's like a goal. Yeah, I love it.
Not enough from Flav.
Yeah, why not?
Some would say
Too much?
it's close.
What do you mean?
It's
What, too much? Over the top?
Yeah.
A little bit. Just what, rein it in a little?
Yeah, just, you know.
I don't know.
Just,
Yeah.
I feel
Not too high when we win.
I feel Mario took it.
Mario's watching this at home, just like.
I love Romario too.
Yeah, you love them all.
Yeah, I love them all. I love my little smashes.
Don't worry about Jack Reeve. Poor Jack Reeve. Both in the video, which you can go and check out after this.
Tolerate Jack Reeve.
You tolerate Jack Reeve. Is this the kind of, like, you know, some people need an arm around them, other people need a little kick up the backside, and that's what you're trying to offer with Jack?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. No, I've got much love. Jack knows, and Jack, you know, it's about getting results really, and nurturing.
Do you have a favourite? Is that favourite Morgan?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, you're my favourite as well. I've got lots of favourites, but Morgan, do you know what it is? Because I'm a Spurs fan, big Spurs fan, and to me it was like watching a little Harry Kane on the pitch, and I got to manage him. That's what it was all.
Fair enough. So I come in at second then.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course you are. Yeah,
I think we started a new little. See, stop.
I mean, practice. I mean,
yes,
will be there.
Do you know what I like in the comments? These things happen sometimes, and Will just gave me a knowing look there because I think something's just happened. Flavgasm. Brainy Graph, Flavgasm, a Flav out, which is an oldie but a goodie. Stephen Georgie, Flavogasms. Matteo, Flavgasms everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, there were a lot. I like to build up. I like to build up the excitement. Like for me, if I'm celebrating before the ball's gone in the net, and then when it hits, it's like an explosion of joy.
Stephen Georgie, hashtag love Flav, hate Payjack.
Well, I don't hate Payjack. He's a good guy.
No one's saying that.
I don't hate him.
I mean, the dream is that. Chris, come back.
If he's willing to work underneath me, then I'll happily oblige.
I'll tell you what, there's a conversation to be had if we win that final. If we win that final against Creators FC. One last thing, the good side and the bad side of the Flav management style. On the good side, it's, you know, it's positivity, it's love, it's all of those things. It's getting people off their seats. I don't know what that means, but the bad side is that when you get to the last few minutes of the game, and it was a tense affair.
Very tense.
You can sometimes struggle to keep it together, especially when you felt like Bull Street were overcommitting a little bit. Watch this.
Where's Tien? Oh, we're losing. Where's Tien? Drop! Daisy, drop! We're overcommitting! They've all gone, it's like they've all gone mad! Where's that midfield?
You overcommit a bit?
Yeah, look, I was nervous. I was really nervous. We'd knocked out Palmer's, and we're on the brink of knocking out Freestylers. On the cusp, of knocking them out, and on the cusp of greatness. And I just watched my players just go mental for a second and just overcommit. In my opinion, they're overcommitting. But then I realised, you know, they've done it now. Just let them. Just go on, lads.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah, and as it turned out, we had absolutely zero to worry about because you know, our players were disciplined ultimately.
So there you have it. Bull Street are in the final of the FanLeague Cup after beating Freestylers FC 2-1. We will play Creators FC.
There we go.
We were asking you who was the favourites for the final, putting a C to vote for Creators, putting a B to vote for Bull Street. Will, who do you think, were there more C's or more B's?
More C's, unfortunately.
Really? On our own channel? On our own channel?
That's
more C's?
That's disappointing.
Come on, guys. Maybe make up for that, Bull Street Army, with a little like on the video. That'd be kind, wouldn't it? You know, give us something.
Yeah.
So yeah, the final is happening. It's happening on Thursday. The video will come out on 4 PM on the Bull Street channel and 4 PM on the AJ3's channel. And there'll be a live reaction show to that final to see who wins that trophy.
Yep.
This Thursday.
Little shout out for
Absolutely, mate. Aram's channel is A Star for Bands. Go and check it out.
Yes.
Go subscribe to it. What else? That's about it. Twitter, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is at ARAMMULWE1.
Might want to change that.
Yeah, I was thinking that,
There's an A-star one.
Just general, simple branding.
Yeah.
Consistent throughout. Just a thought.
Yeah, you're right. Probably.
And
what I just want to say, thank you for your efforts.
Yeah,
amazing. And whatever happens in the final, there'll be plenty more coming for this very, very special group, an exciting group of young players.
And a final thing, it is your last chance. If you want to get those tickets, all you got to do is subscribe to Bull Street and sign up to FanLeague. The link is in the description. Go and do it, and you've got a chance of winning 2 tickets for free. It's easy. Simple.
You're into South American football, aren't you?
Yes.
You like them, so maybe what is it? Extend to River Plate Boca Juniors?
What?
The offer.
We can talk about it. We can talk about
That's Argentina.
Oh, I said South America.
Yeah, I know.
What are you saying?
My Brazilians don't be happy with that.
I apologise to the Brazilians, all of them watching this.
And the Argentinians. What a great way to end. Bull Street in the final of the FanLeague Cup, boys!